Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Race Preview on this Thursday meeting here at Bangalore as you kickstart the race preview of the first race coming up the Harangi Plate. This is a race for handicap horses rated 15 to 35. Distance run is 1600 meters. We start off with number 1, Paradiso, ran 8th. Dallas was the winner of this race. Almost produced in the middle of the track was Paradiso. Started to catch up with the front runners and did end up finishing on in that mid-pack was Paradiso, rated at 34 from tongue strap hang. But Dallas was the eventual winner. The previous start winner is Paradiso, Mal of Kintarat of Calamity. Shambhala, the next runner, ran ending up 9th. Optimistic Approach was the winner of this race, and Shambhala was almost in that second last position and did end up finishing on 9th on this outing. Previously, 3rd beyond Royal Resolution, but this outing in a higher class ran a pathetic race, finishing on in that back bunch rated at 34th one blinkers. Tongue strap. 3 will be KC. KC ran 5th. Bekalavya, the winner of this race, and KC was the one who were well up to the front runners, and just alongside was Track Striker, who ran ending up 2nd on this outing. But let's have a look at KC's credential. KC was the one who ran 3rd beyond 3 wishes, and this outing ran 5th out of 12 runners, 5th right the 2 out, and then improved to end up finishing on there itself, rated at 29 for tongue strap cross-nose band, whereas number 4 Track Striker ran a good race and after enough finishing on head 2nd behind Bekalavya, rated at 28 on blinkers. Tongue strap. 5 will be Gazebo Talk. Gazebo Talk was the one was in that pack bunch last, in fact, and ended up finishing on beating one home in this race is Gazebo Talk. Although beautifully bred a support out of Agassiz, ran a poor race on this occasion. Tongue strap rated at 23 is number 5 Gazebo Talk. Next 3 runners will be High Priestess, who ran 3rd. FRP was the winner. Race number 82 is the one which is in question. Followed by Sir Lancelot, who was down the center, ran 8th on this occasion, and Sainthood. These are the 3 runners. Sainthood ran 4th. But let's have a look at the first runner, High Priestess. Multi-dimensional of Ziska is a High Priestess, who ran ending up 3rd on the starting. After that, 8th behind Zuzu Zest, 3rd behind FRP's tongue strap rated at 23 is High Priestess. Came in from almost that mid-pack to end up finishing on 3rd over that mile trip, whereas number 9 in the card, Sir Lancelot, ran 8th on this occasion, tongue strap rated at 21, and Sainthood came in, finished on 4th, rated at 18, tongue strap, and Pacify blinkers is Sainthood. My Vision is number 7 in the card, who ran 5th, was being produced almost 5 wide off the fence, was My Vision, and had that wide opening in fact, and could have come and finish on far more closer, but seems to have run out of steam and ended up finishing on 5th out of 6 runners. Star and Garter, the winner over that 2,000-meter trips for tongue strap rated at 23. 8 will be Daring Sweetheart. Daring Sweetheart ran 4th. Showgirl was the winner, and Daring Sweetheart as another runner which was catching up to the front runner and did end up finishing on 4th out of 10 runners is Daring Sweetheart. The winner being Showgirl, who put in that brilliant turn of foot to come and eventually notch up this victory, and Daring Sweetheart ran 4th from tongue strap rated at 22. Was a fancy runner. Gulal Beach played distance is 1100 meters for horses rated 0 to 26 years old and over. We start off with the first runner will be Zafrina and number 2 Desert Gold. These are the 2 runners we have a look at. Let's start off with the first runner, Zafrina. Lord Admiral of Saloni ended up 11th on the starting. Previously 11th out of 11 runners behind She's Innocent, and subsequently 11th out of 12 runners behind Dallas. That's the form of Zafrina's tongue strap, side cheek piece, cross nose band rated at 20. Desert Gold, on the other hand, finished 10th out of 12 runners. Just one outing this winter, rated at 19. Blinkers, and tongue strap is number 2 Desert Gold. The winner being Dallas. Santorini Secret is number 3 in the card. Is out of Abilene, out of Cindy Girl is number 3. Santorini Secret ran in 7th on this occasion. Radiant Beauty was the winner of this race. This is race number 74. After running a very forward race, 3rd for most part of journey, faded out gradually to end up finishing on 7th out of 11 runners. 10th behind Dagobert, with 5th behind Arrogance is Santorini Secret, rated at 19. Freestyle is number 4 in the card, ended up 6th, winner being Yellowzone, and this is the last winter run you're looking at of Freestyle, running after a long layoff, in fact, as Freestyle. Win Legend at a Premium Panache. Firstly ran 3rd behind Photogenic, subsequently 8th behind Inky Black, and 8th on this occasion behind Yellowzone. That's the form of Freestyle, running after a long layoff, rated at 18. 5 will be Don't Break the Rules. Let's have a look at Don't Break the Rules credential, who ran 5th. Gin Daisy, the winner, being produced wide outside, was Don't Break the Rules. rules in the colors of white with orange triangular panel, armband and cap. Previously a winner in race number 16, won very well on that occasion, and in this run ran 9th out of 9 runners. Last in Gin Daisy's win is Don't Break the Rules from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 17. 6 will be BELLEROPHON. BELLEROPHON ran 11th. EKALAVYA, the winner of this race, and BELLEROPHON was the one was in that last position. Although given a couple of backhanders, the response was none with BELLEROPHON, and just beat one home on this occasion is BELLEROPHON. Arizona of Amazing Girl, rated at 15 for Blinkers Tongue Stop, cross nose band. EKALAVYA, the winner. 7 will be Desert Gilt. Desert Gilt finished 8th. Showgirl is the winner of this race. This is race number 103 of the current season run. You're looking at of Desert Gilt. Sussex out of Ipodomia has had a couple of outings and hasn't shown any semblance of form at all this winter. Is Desert Gilt, after that win in race number 126 in the Mysore main season, hasn't shown any form at all in the subsequent outings, finishing on 8th out of 12 runners. Showgirl, the winner, rated at 14 small blinkers. Tongue Strap. 8 will be Indian BRAHMOS. That's the next runner coming up for scrutiny, and Indian BRAHMOS finished 12th. This is another runner seems to have lost complete form. In fact, is Indian BRAHMOS is endowed of a much better performances, Indian BRAHMOS, but somehow hasn't been performing to its expectation and ran 12th out of 12 runners behind South Bell is number 8, Indian BRAHMOS. Samahoon out of Fall of the Hammers, running Pacific Blinkers, rated at 11. 9 will be Hunter's Moon. Hunter's Moon finished 4th. Simone is the winner. Lord Admirate of Second City is number 9. Hunter's Moon, who finished on 4th in race number 24, previously 7th out of 12 runners. Ben Alvarez did all the running and faded out as Hunter's Moon in Mysore, but on this occasion 4th out of 11 runners. Simone, the winner, rated at 8, responding Tongue Strap, and Pacific Blinkers is number 9, Hunter's Moon. 10 will be All Said and Done. Lucifer Samad of Duchess of York is number 10, All Said and Done. Placed 12th on this occasion is All Said and Done. This another runner hasn't shown any form at all, is All Said and Done. Compared to his Bangalore summer runs or in the last winter or this season, hasn't shown any form at all, is All Said and Done, finishing on last on the starting. Proud Wish, the winners from Blinkers, rated at 5. 11 will be Astron. Astron comes in next, who finished on 6th. Darahasini was the winner, and Astron was in that mid-pack and ended up eventually finishing on 6th on the sorting as Astron, previously 4th, being she's superb, but on this occasion ended up finishing on 6th out of 12 runners. Darahasini, the winner. This is the summer run you're looking at from Blinkers Tongue across on span, rated at 2. Country's Pearl ran 12th. Arrogance was the winner. Roy Murray of Eva is number 12, Country's Pearl. This is race number 151, finished on 12th out of 12 runners. Arrogance was the one who came and emerged victorious, winning by a margin of 2.5 lengths. Country's Pearl, on the other hand, ran last, in fact, from Tongue across on span, rated at 2. The third race will be the running of the Bull Temple Bull Temple Plate. In fact, this is a race for handicap horses rated 60 and above. Distance run is 2,000 meters. We have a look at number 1, NANHIPARI, is at a Pincinot of Bourbon Queen, is number 1, NANHIPARI. Race number 51 is the one which is in question. Ran 7th out of 9 runners. Did all the running and faded out, in fact, as NANHIPARI, to end up finishing on 7th on the starting, rated at 78. Tongue Stop and Cross Nose Band is number 1, NANHIPARI. 2 will be Roma Victor. The eventual winner in this race is Roma Victor. Over that mild trip, came and emerged victorious to win by a margin of 2 lengths, beating Lysergas as Roma Victor. And this is race number 94. Previously, having run 5th behind Multifaceted and 9th out of 14 runners behind CORSA is number 2, Roma Victor. Gusto out of Romani Spirits from the Blinkers Tongue Stop Basket, rated at 70. Velicitad is number 3 in the card. Excellent out of Lombardia is number 3. Velicitad finished on 3rd. Bernardini was the winner of this race, and Velicitad was the one which was warming up on the outside and ended up finishing on 3rd on the starting. Was a winner in Mysore. Subsequently ran 2nd in race number 55 behind Cosmos, and 6th behind the Desert God. In this occasion, 3rd out of 9 runners. Bernardini, the winner, from Tongue Stop Crossnose Band, rated at 69. Kirkwood comes to next. Ran 3rd. Supreme Fragrance was the winner. This is the Chennai run you're looking at of Kirkwood. Was in the middle of the track was Kirkwood. Win Legend at a bold reply, ran 3rd in the Chennai Oaks, in the South India Oaks, in fact, as Kirkwood, finishing 3rd behind Supreme Fragrance. and in his previous runs was a winner in winter as well in race number 21, beating Electra's Tungsta Crossnose band rated at 58. 5 will be Indian Pharaoh. Indian Pharaoh ran 4th, race number 55. Cosmos, the winner of this race, and Indian Pharaoh was the one which was up there and then faded out, ended up finishing on 4th on this outing is Indian Pharaoh. 4th out of 5 runners. Cosmos, the winner, ran 11th out of 11 runners. Been Australis in his previous outing in race number 35, rated at 60 cents for blinkers. Tongue strap is number 5, Indian Pharaoh. We move on to the 4th race coming up. The running of the Division 1 of the Shivana Samudra Trophy. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at the first runner. Will be number 1, Sidewinder. Sidewinder was the one was up there in front for most part of the journey and dropped out of contention to end up finishing on 9th out of 10 runners. Is Sidewinder having run 3rd behind Attorney General. This run seems to be a deplorable one, ending up 9th on this outing, rated at 65 from blinkers. Tongue stop rubber bit is number 1, Sidewinder. Number 2 will be Akita Pro, and number 7, Star Cracker. These are the 2 runners. Let's have a look at Akita Pro's credential. After that, second behind CORSA, ran 3rd out of 8 runners behind Corona del Corsa. Is Akita Pro was up there and ended up eventually finishing on 4th on this outing. In fact, finished on 3rd, in fact, on this outing is Akita Pro's Tungsta Crossnose band rated at 61, whereas number 7, that Star Cracker, ran a very poor run, in fact, finishing on 8th out of 8 runners behind the Corona del Corsa's one blinkers. Tungsta Crossnose band rated at 59. 3 will be Depth Charge. Depth Charge ran 4th. Attorney General was the one came and emerged victorious to win by a margin of 1 1/4 length, and Depth Charge was the one having won in race number 23, finished on 2nd behind Multifaceted, and in this occasion ended up 4th after the 13th behind Quasar, rated at 60 is number 3, Depth Charge. 4 will be Fair Warning. Fair Warning ran 9th. Mega IKON was the winner of this race, and Fair Warning was in the second last position, given a couple of hard cracks or so, but the response was none, and eventually ended up in that back bunch was Fair Warning. Win legend out of Anakitas, Tungsta Crossnose band rubber bit rated at 60, the winner being Mega IKON. Number 5 will be Minerva Rose. Minerva Rose ran 11th. Cuban Pete was the winner of this race, and Minerva Rose was the one in race number 100, finished 11th out of 12 runners. After doing all the running, this is another runner which dropped out of contention gradually to end up finishing on 11th out of 12 runners. Cuban Pete was the winner, 7th being Quasar in his previous outing, as had 2 outings this season. Both his runs disappointing. Tungsta Crossnose band rated at 60 is number 5, Minerva Rose. 6 will be Sahara, and number 9, Sunpar. The next 2 runners coming up for scrutiny. Sahara ran 4th. Sunpar, on the other hand, ran 12th on the starting, was last. In fact, Bernardino was the winner of this race. But let's have a look at Sahara's credential. 7th behind Australis, and ended up finishing on 4th out of 12 runners behind Bernardino. Long way 4th, in fact. Sporting Tongue Strap Crossnose band hood rated at 60, whereas number 9, Sunpar, finished 12th out of 12 runners, rated at 50 cents per Crossnose band is number 9, Sunpar. Roy Murder of Casual Look is number 9, Sunpar. 8 will be Royal Resolution. Royal Resolution finished 4th. The Winter Bloom was the winner of this race, and Royal Resolution was the one who won by a margin of 2 lengths, beating Ace Ross's Royal Resolution. Just given a couple of backhanders and emerged victorious. So it was a fancy runner in the last time and gulped down a lot of money on that occasion, finishing 11th being Alberta. But the winner in race number 38, beating WHIZZ, is Royal Resolution, rated 57. The next race will be the 5th race. The Hurricane Start Play. Distance is 1400 meters. We have a look at the first runner. Will be number 1, Big Boon. Let's have a look at Big Boon's credential. Royal Resolution is the winner of this race, and Big Boon was the one which was in that mid pack and ended up eventually finishing on 7th on the starting. Was a winner in race number 84, beating Starry Grad. But this occasion, 7th out of 12 runners, Royal Resolution was the winner, rated at 50 for blinkers and tongue strap. 2 will be Blue Jack. Blue Jack is late. Diamond Green Chevalier out of La Margaret is number 2. Blue Jack ran 8th on this occasion, with Corona del Corsa eventually coming and emerging victorious. We have seen this footage earlier where Akita Po was the one who also ran on that occasion, and Blue Jack was the one who ended up finishing 8th. 10th behind Quasar, and 8th out of 8 runners behind Corona del Corsa. Tongue stop rated at 50 is number 2, Blue Jack. Last, in fact, is Blue Jack. 3 will be WHIZZ. WHIZZ was the one, the eventual winner in this race, and literally sauntered the opposition on this occasion is WHIZZ. Top class out of Dangerous Bell is number 3. WHIZZ, having finished twice second behind Castaway and Royal Resolution, came and emerged victorious to win by a margin of 9 lengths, beating Hidden Soldier is WHIZZ, rated at 50s from Tongue Strap. 4 will be Poseidon. Green Coast or a speedboat is Poseidon, and finished on 10th. 7th being Mega Icon, and in this occasion, that 7 for long trip, ran 10th out of 12 runners. 10th right throughout was Poseidon, rated at 49 is number 4. 5 will be Birchwood. Green Coast or Petra is number 5, Birchwood. Birchwood ran second. Up there in front, leading the pack was Birchwood, and Alberta was the one which was warming up on the arts and came in, ultimately nailed down Birchwood in the last possible few meters to win by a margin of 1 1/4 length. And Birchwood was the one who ran second. Lives to fight another day, having finished twice second behind Alberta and Attorney General is Birchwood, rated at 46. Tongue Strap is number 5, Birchwood. 6 will be Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai ran 4th. Optimistic Approach was the winner of this race, and Rek'Sai was the one who's had a couple of outings previously. Maureen Gabriel also comes up for scrutiny, but let's have a look at Rek'Sai's credential, having run 6th behind Mega Icon, 6th, 8th behind Quasar, with 7th behind Bernardini, 7th behind Torsora, and 4th behind Optimistic Approach from Blinkers. Tongue Strap rated at 45, whereas number 12, Maureen Gabriela, ran 3rd on the starting. After that, 4th behind Scarlet Princess, and 10th behind Benediction, rated at 36. Tongue Strap. 7 will be Bold Move. Bold Move ran 6th on this occasion is Bold Move in race number 42. The winner there was long way sighted, that's Attorney General, and Bold Move was the one, could only finish on 6th on the starting. Sussex out of Maznavi is rated at 43 from Tongue Strap, and Cross Nose Band is number 7, Bold Move. 8 will be Alif, and number 9, Mohican are the next 2 runners. Let's have a look at Alif's credential. Fantastic Dubai out of Gazebo is number 8, Alif, who ended up finishing on 12th on the starting. 12th out of 14 runners. Tosoro was the winners, putting Side Cheek Feast, rated at 40. Whereas number 9 coming up for scrutiny will be Mohican Netwiz out of Mazal, finished 4th on this occasion. 3rd being Cuban Pete, and 4th out of 14 runners being Tosoro. From Tongue Strap, rated at 39 as the number 9 Mohican. 10 will be Black WHIZZ. Black WHIZZ was the one who finished 7th. Darahasini was the winner of this race, and Black WHIZZ is out of Netwiz, out of well-rehearsed is number 10, Black WHIZZ, who ended up finishing on 7th on the starting, has had 3 outings this season. All his 3 runs disappointing, in fact, having finished 5th being Bernardini, 7th being Panama, and 7th once again being Darahasini is number 10, Black WHIZZ. One Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 37 is number 10, Black WHIZZ. 11 will be Fantastic Cap. In round 12, in fact, Optimistic Approach jumped out awkwardly and dislodged the rider. In fact, as Fantastic Cap, Fantastic Applicators, number 11. Fantastic Cap is from Tongue Strap Pacific, rate 37. We mounted the day's feature in the running of the stakes. Distance is 2,400 meters. We have a look at the first runner will be Ambrosio. The eventual winner in this race is Ambrosio, and came and eventually won on by a margin of 5 lengths. This is the Mysore run you're looking at of Ambrosio. Multi-dimensional of Ambrosia, winning by a comfortable margin of 5 lengths, beating Stained Light. Literally pulverized the opposition on this occasion. Over the 2,000-meter trip is Ambrosio's from Tongue Strap, rated at 92. 2 will be Angelino. Angelino ran 3rd. Treasure Delight was the winner of this race, and Angelino is a win legend out of Angelique is Angelino, who ended up finishing on in that 3rd position. In fact, is Angelino, having won in race number 70, finished on 3rd, and 3rd being Multifaceted is Angelino. Tongue Strap Cross Nose Band, rated at 73 is number 2, Angelino. Secretive Force is the one is at a multi-dimension of out of Secret Garden. A Secretive Force, started to warm up himself on the outside, and could only finish on 3rd on the starting, with Desert God emerging victorious. Literally pulled away from the pack at the all-important end, and both occasions having finished 3rd being Big Sir and 3rd being Desert God, rated at 106 for Tongue Strap Cross Nose Band, Rubber Bed. And 4 will be Treasure Striker. Treasure Striker ran 3rd over that 1,600-meter trip, finished on 3rd out of 7 runners. Roma Victor was the winner. Setchfield at a Fabulous Fortune is number 4. Treasure Strikers from Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 53 is number 4, Treasure Striker. We move on to the 7th race. The joke falls plate. The distance is 1200. Forces rated 15 to 35. 5 is Old Innova. We have a look at number 1, Amazonite, who ran third. Look out as the winner of this race. And Amazonite was the one who ended up finishing on third. Charmaine also coming up for scrutiny, number 7 in the card. Let's start off with the first runner. That's number 1, Amazonite. Finished on third with the previous outings not to be cited in the money, having finished 6th and 8th in his previous occasions. For Blinkers, Tungstar Crosses band rated at 35. 7, Charmaine finished on ending up 5th on the starting, rated at 20 cents for Blinkers. Tungstar Crossnose band is number 7, Charmaine. Ace supported a Caribbean Queen. 2 will be Hafnium. Hafnium finished 4th. Sharp Response was the winner of this race, and Hafnium was the one now been switched over on the outside and started to gallop on the outside to come and eventually finish on 4th out of 12 runners. Sharp Response was the winner, and it was a close finish. In fact, catching up strongly on the outside was Hafnium, rated at 35. Spoon Basket Bit. Tongue Strap is number 2, Hafnium. 3 will be Princess Pride. The eventual winner in this race is Princess Pride, up there in front, and Princess Pride finished on emerging victorious by a margin of 3 3/4 lengths. Literally pulled away from the pack. The all-important end is Princess Pride. Ravelet of Angel in Disguise is Princess Pride. 4th, Be an Arrogance. Spoon Blinkers, rated at 35, is number 3, Princess Pride. 4 will be Red Galileo with number 5, Songkran, number 6, Arrogance, and number 10, Annalise. These are the 4 runners coming up for scrutiny. Red Galileo was the one who ended up finishing on 2nd on this outing. After that, 4th being Capstone, ran 6th being Panama, and 2nd being Propines from Blinkers, Tungstar Crossnose band, rated at 31. Whereas number 5 in the card, Songkran, ran 7th being Nayab, and in this occasion, 4th out of 11 runners being Propine, rated at 29 from Blinkers, Tungstar and Crossnose band. 6th on the other hand is Arrogance, who was a winner in his last starting and put in a listless performance on this run, finishing 10th out of 11 runners being Propines from Blinkers, Tungstar, rated at 28. And also coming up for scrutiny will be number 10 in the card, Annalise. Annalise ran 9th on the first starting being Arrogance, and in this occasion 6th out of 11 runners, rated at 21. Spoon Blinkers is number 10, Annalise. 8 will be Barog. Western Aristocrat of Missoni is number 8, Barog. This is the horse which ran 3rd behind Don't Break the Rules on the first starting. Was a fancy run on that occasion. Subsequently ran 2nd behind Custom Cut, and in this occasion ran 8th out of 11 runners. Candlelight Queen was the winner of this race, but Tongue Stop, rated at 23, is number 8, Barog. 9 will be Nostradamus. Nostradamus finished on 3rd. Stroke of Genius was the winner of this race. Almost in the center of the track was Stroke of Genius, and alongside was Nostradamus, who finished on ending up 3rd on this occasion. Is Nostradamus is out of Eljor, out of Eternal Spirit, and Nostradamus ran ending up 3rd. Stroke of Genius, the winner, rated at 22. From Blinkers, Tongue Strap is number 9, Nostradamus, Eljor, out of Eternal Spirit. 11 will be Bella Mama. Bella Mama ran 3rd. Gin Daisy was the winner. This is over that 1100-meter trip, and Zarasami, that Beleza is number 11, Bella Mama. Having run 4 times this season, twice 11th with 1 6th, and in this run ran 3rd out of 9 runners. Gin Daisy, the winners from Blinkers, Tongue Stop, rated at 21, is number 11, Bella Mama. 12 will be Himachali. Number 12 will be Himachali, who ran 6th. Happy Dancing was the winner of this race, and Himachali was the one who was being produced almost 5 wide off the fence. Down the center was Himachali, but could only finish on ending up in that mid-pack, having run 3rd on the previous outing in Bangalore summer. Finished on 6th out of 10 runners in his lone outing, running for the first time this winter, rated at 21 for Tungstar Crossnose band. And the last race coming up, the Division 3 of the Shivana Samudra Trophy. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at the first runner coming up. Is number 1 in the card, that's Alberetta. Let's have a look at Alberetta's credential. The winner of this race, race number 72, came and eventually nailed down Birchwood by in the last few meters. Is Alberetta. Rebuttal out of Tomalet is number 1, Alberetta. This is race number 72, having run 2nd behind Depth Charge, and came and eventually won, beating Birchwood by a margin of 1.5 lengths. Tungstar Crossnose band, rated at 59. 2 will be Spanish Beauty, 3 Psychic Warrior, with number 5 Colonel Harty, and number 7 Panama. These are the 4 runners coming up for scrutiny. Let's have a look at Spanish Beauty. Spanish Beauty ran 4th behind Quasar and 5th behind Cuban Peach from Tungstar Crosses band, rated at 57. Number 3 Psychic Warrior ran 2nd on the starting. After that, 5th behind Mega Icons from Tungstar Crosses band, Rubber Debate, rate 55. We also have a look at number 5 Colonel Harty. This is the horse which ran second in race number 76 behind Bernardini, and this occasion ran off the frame, finishing in that mid-pack behind Cuban Pete's from Crossnose Band, rated at 52, and number 7 in the card, that's Panama. Panama ran 12th out of 12 runners. Previously winner in race number 60, beating Radiant Treasures from Tungstock Crossnose Band, rated at 52 is number 7 Panama. Beside it of Practically Perfect is number 7 Panama. 6 will be Constantinople. Well, we move on to number 4, that's Starry Win. Let's have a look at Starry Win's credential, who ran 5th on the starting. Well, being produced the virus of all is Starry Win, and did come and finished on ending up 5th on the starting is Starry Win. Just given a tap or so and finished on 5th on the starting. This is the Mysore run you're looking at of Starry Win. Ravelet, a symbol of speed. 2nd behind Australis, and in this occasion 5th out of 8 runners behind Brave Lady from Blinkers Tungstock Crossnose Band, rated at 55. So 6 Constantinople comes the next, who ran 9th on the starting is Constantinople. Is that a burden of proof of Cossack and Gal is Constantinople with Bernardini already emerging victorious to win by a margin of 8 lengths. Constantinople could only finish on 9th after the third being Mega Icon ran 9th out of 12 runners from Blinkers Tungstock Crossnose Band, rated at 52. Superb Success is 8 in the card. Superb Success finished 7th. Roma Victor is the winner of this race. Was last, in fact, a Superb Success, and finished on 7th out of 7 runners. Last in the sorting. Pinson out of Impressive Touches, number 8 Superb Success. 12th out of 14 runners being CORSA in race number 56. That's the form and credential. It's been pretty consistent in the last winter, but his previous summer outing as well as this winter outing seems to be a little bit backward, in fact, and ended up finishing 7th on the sorting, rated at 51 from Blinkers Tungstock. 9 will be Wings of Desire. Excellent out of Blue Horizon is number 9, Wings of Desire. This is another runner which has been pretty consistent right throughout the season, in fact, is Wings of Desire. Finishing on 3rd on the starting, previously ran 3rd behind Alberta and 4th behind Mega Icon, but this run ran 3rd behind Royal Resolution is Wings of Desires from Tungstock Crossnose Band, Hood, rated at 50. And the last runner for the day will be number 10, Sione. Stern Opinion out of Scent is number 10, Sione. Ran 7th on the starting in the colors of light blue with light purple Maltese cross. Finished on 7th is Sione. After that, 3rd behind Scarlet Princess and 6th behind Alberta. Ran 7th behind Big Bones for Tungstock Crossnose Band, rated at 45 is number 10, Sione. So that's when the pre of today's races will join you next week. Until then, thank you from all of us.